I am Sterling Magruder, and I'm the proud principal of Waco High School. On behalf of our students and staff, I wanted to welcome you to this morning's groundbreaking celebration for our new Waco High School. Thank you for joining us and marking this important occasion. This is homecoming week for Waco High School. And in many ways, it's a homecoming for many of our guests. I want to take a moment to ask Richfield and Jefferson Moore and Waco alumni to please stand. It is an honor to have you here with us today. Thank you for coming back and helping us celebrate the new Waco High. I am so proud to be the principal during this time of hope, excitement, and anticipation as we watch the community's plan for our school to become a reality. For several weeks, we have watched our Little League field being cleared to make way for our new campus. When we say Lion Pride runs deep, we mean it. Our students and our teachers deserve a school that reflects the pride and dedication that they show each and every day. This new building will give our students a learning environment with flexible spaces that mirrors environments that are common in many workplaces. Many years from now, I want students and alumni of Waco to be able to look at this campus with pride and reflect on Waco High as one that helps shape their future for the better. Just as many of you celebrating with us today do. Our next speaker is Kevin Redmond. He has a bright future ahead of him. There are so many accolades, I just can't name them all, but I'm gonna try. He is a member of Student Council, senior class president, cadet lieutenant colonel at Waco High School for our JROTC, CTE ambassador for JROTC, founder and lead students for Lions United in Prayer, City of Waco Youth Council member, and last but not least, Mr. Juneteenth. He is our why for everything that we do, and I couldn't be more proud of him, Mr. Kevin Redmond.
Good morning, Waco ISD family, community members, elected officials, and friends. First, giving all honor to God, my name is Kevin Redmond, Waco High School 2023 senior class president. We are here to celebrate the groundbreaking of the new Waco High School, and I couldn't be more excited. I'm a proud Lion who has been at Waco High School all 4 years of high school. When the district was holding the Zoom calls and making plans and discussing the bond and the new school, I was one of the only students, to my knowledge, who attended the meetings faithfully, learning about how it's done, the do's and the don'ts, the ins and the outs. School Board Trustee Jeremy Davis can tell you that I have plenty of questions and responses for him. I've always been interested in how things work, so I do not take this opportunity lightly. I'm a part of history that will stand for hundreds of years. I was asked to share what I believe the new Waco High School will provide for the students. I believe the new Waco High School will not just be a new building with shiny floors and the fresh smell of paint, but it will also be a place where lions can roar. It will be a place where purpose can be discovered, unity can be bolded, and most of all families can be strengthened. The thing about starting over, it's new to all, and everyone is trying to see how things can work better. The new Waco High will be the place where minds roam and hearts beat. I'm excited about the new Waco High because when I'm far gone off to Sam Houston to study criminal justice and political science, I will have a little sister, a cousin, church members, and friends there learning, exploring, and most of all, roaring. This is definitely remarkable and mind-blowing insert into history. I want to share a story about a young man who attends Waco High School today. On the first day of school his freshman year, he woke up excited and very optimistic about what his journey would hold. This young man went through the first day seeing all the smiles and frowns, tears and meltdowns from other students missing their parents. Yep, that still happens in high school. This young man was a troubled student. He went to alternative 3 times in middle school and was in and out of ISS and OSS. Come to find out, the young man was just lost. He was lost from striving. He was lost from eliminating adversity. He was struggling with the fact of why me. But when Waco High doors busted wide open in 2019, he began to change. That young man is me. Yep, you can pick up your jaws as I tell you, he was me, Kevin Redmond. As young people, it is very easy to get caught up in drama, mess, and adversity, and sometimes just in the wrong stuff. Waco High was a place where the real Kevin came forward. He embraced himself, and he most of all accepted who he was. I know the Waco High will be that stepping stone for a lot of other students. And believe it or not, some adults too. The new Waco High will be a place where purpose can be discovered. When purpose is found, a why and a vision can be established. The new Waco High is destined for greatness, and all the students, teachers, and employees and administrators that step foot into it are as well. I would like to extend a special thank you to Superintendent Kincannon, the Board of Trustees, and the community that all participated in helping today be possible. A special thank you go out to my personal angel, my father, Arthur Redmond, who just recently gained his wings on September 13th, and my wonderful mother, Charlene Redmond. They have been a huge support and blessing to me and this journey, and it all does not go unnoticed. Now, it is my honor to introduce to you our next speaker, Mr. Hilton H. Howe, Jr. Born and raised in Waco, Texas, Mr. Howe graduated from Richfield, Waco High in 1890. He currently, I'm sorry. I am sorry. He graduated from Richfield in high school in 1980. He currently serves as the chairman of the board of chief executive officer of Atlanta-based Gray Television. Mr. Howe's vision for Gray Television began in Waco, where his grandfather launched several television stations, including KWTX. Under Mr. Hilton's leadership, Gray TV grew from a single television station in Albany, Georgia, to the nation's largest owner of top-rated local television stations and digital assets into the United States. Mr. Howe also serves as chairman of the board, president, and chief executive officer of Atlantic American Corporation, and is on boards for many other industries and educational organizations. But today, this award-winning industry leader put everything aside to celebrate with the school and community that he loves so much. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Hilton Howe, Jr.
Well, I'm happy to say, after graduating in 1890 from this esteemed operation, that I'm still here today. And I look out upon you guys. I need some glasses to see at a distance at this point. Again, I'm just happy to sing. But many of these 1890 graduates are right here in the audience with me. So I'm proud to say that this school may have the longest lived alumni of any school in the state of Texas. Yesterday, I came to this fabulous institution to visit and to find out where we were going to be. And I went in and I got to meet our VIP here, Kevin, and our wonderful, wonderful principal. It was a special day for me. I saw the school as it is, and I remembered the school as it was in 1980. And, you know, it's kind of time for a new school. It's kind of time. So let me begin by just saying to Principal Magruder, to Board President Kurtwig, and to Superintendent McKinnon or Kincannon, and then again to our VIP, Kevin Redmond, congratulations. This is one heck of a homecoming, and I'm awfully proud to be part of it. I will tell you, I was stunned when Nancy Lacey and Lisa Saxenian, you girls raise your hands, kind of said, would you just come say a few words in Waco? And I'm like, if you're asking, I'm coming. They're great and wonderful friends, and they graduated about 20 years after I did. I will tell you. But this new Waco High School, my father and his brothers graduated in probably the 1790s from the original Waco High School, and me and my brother graduated from Richfield High School in 1980 and 1985. And I'm exceptionally proud of those connections with this community and with the education that we received here. I am a very proud son of this city. I'm a very proud graduate of this high school, and I'm a very proud participant in this historic day. You know, way back in October of 1943, when the Nazis in the Battle of Britain had bombed out the House of Commons, in a speech, then Prime Minister Winston Churchill said, in the efforts to rebuild the House of Commons, that we shape our buildings, and thereafter, they shape us. He was making a pitch during the middle of a war that in 1943, no one knew whether or not Great Britain was going to survive or not. To rebuild the House of Commons so that the British people would remain proud of what they're doing. What you guys are doing here is remarkable. I have reviewed the presentations that the superintendent presented to me, and the architects at O'Connell Robertson, I think, have done a sterling job. And I know that in Texas, everything's not only bigger, but it's better. And I'm telling you, with 372,000 square feet and a 40-acre campus, this is Texas big right here, all right? You not only have a newly built, and I saw it yesterday, football stadium, the Paul Tyson Field. I'm glad that it's still here. But you are moving forward with the academics, with technical education, with fine arts, with the sciences. Across the board, it is an investment for the future of this city and this community. Because it's not just Waco High School, it's the other three schools. And so the people of Waco and this community to vote 60% to step out and fund all of these things proves to me that they intend not just to invest in their children, but they're investing in their future. And you know what? You got a choice in life. You can invest in your kids, and if you do it right, and they listen a little, you're going to give them a head start in this life. If you don't invest in them, you're putting an impediment in their future that is not, it's not the right thing to do. And I'm very proud that Waco has stepped up, not just to get along and go along, but to set a standard. And that's what I believe that this building is going to do. It's going to set a remarkable standard for this community and the future. I look forward to, hopefully, if my back will hold up from that 1890 stuff, tossing a little dirt and blessing this. And I do hope that with God's speed, this will be built. And the next homecoming I come to, I'm looking forward to going out on the football field and cheering the Lions on to victory, because I met that football team yesterday, and there's some fine young men out there, and I think they're going to win today. Are you guys going to pull it off tonight? God bless you, and thank you for having me here. By the way, if you hadn't noticed, KWTX is here in the background, so they've got some swag for you guys if you wouldn't mind grabbing it. We'd love to have some. Thank you all so much.
Thank you so much for all this. This is just a small token of our appreciation. Really, your words are inspiring and motivating, and we are so thankful.
Well, thank you.
So thankful that you are part of us.
Well, thank you. I am. Can I get a hug?
Yeah,
Can we get a picture here?
Let's get a picture.
I'll put this next to my diploma, which I actually got. Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Howe. Thank you, Mr. Howe. Let's give him a round of applause. I knew following him, his words were going to be inspiring and motivating, and I am so thankful that he took the time out of a very busy schedule to be here. It means the world to us, so thank you, thank you. Good morning, my name is Stephanie Cordaweg. I serve as the president of the Waco ISD Board of Trustees, and it is an honor to be here with everyone. I would also like to take a couple of moments to introduce you to some of our other board members who are here present today. I'm going to start off with our vice president, Jose Vidania, if you would please stand. Next, we have our board secretary, Jeremy Davis. Next, we have trustee Keith Guillory. We also have with us trustee Jonathan Grant. And also Emily Iazetti. I am thankful to be serving alongside of them in this endeavor, and it is an honor for me to link arms with them and see a bright future for Waco ISD. I'd also like to take a moment to acknowledge a couple of past board members. I think I saw in the audience Angela Teakle. There she is. And former board member Robin Houston. Thank you so much for being here. As I have been reflecting today on this time, I've come to realize that what I heard the mayor say this past summer is true. We are a city of champions. There's been a deep legacy and foundation that has been laid in this city and in this community. It's fitting that the elevation of this new building is just a little bit higher than our current. It signifies the beautiful legacy that many alumni from Jefferson Moore, Ridgefield, and Waco High are leaving. Their successes, their endeavors have elevated the foundation for our future graduates to stand on those accomplishments and create their own path to becoming a champion. It is, Mr. Halligan, we cannot thank you enough for being part of this monumental occasion. We are honored and we are humbled that you have taken time out of your schedule to be here with us today. I want to thank you and all the alumni and our current students and staff. Thank you all for all the ways that you serve, that you lead, and that you inspire. This is a great morning, and we're so thankful you could be a part.
Good morning. What a beautiful day in the city of Waco and Waco ISD. I want to thank all of you for joining us this morning as we break ground on the new Waco High School. It's hard to believe that in about 2.5 years, takes a long time to build a high school, the space behind me will be transformed into a beautiful modern campus for 2,150 students. I want to start this morning by recognizing the elected officials who are here with us today. State Representative Doc Anderson, District 56. Thank you, Doc. Judge Scott Felton, McLennan County. Thank you, Judge. Jim Smith, County Commissioner, Precinct 1. Thank you, Jim. Sheriff Parnell McNamara. Thank you, sir. Glad to have you. From the city of Waco, Mayor Dylan Meek. There he is. Thank you. Josh Borderoux, District 3, Councilman. Thank you. And from District 5, Jim Holmes. Thank you, Jim. Right over here. Also with us today is Dr. Peaches Henry, President of the NAACP. Thank you for coming. Appreciate all of you. Thank you for taking the time to be with us here today. So as you can see, as you came in this morning, likely, that this is not the only construction project that's underway in this area. The base opened last year, but there are still exciting things on the horizon for the Extraco Event Center. And work is also underway on the new Lake Air Little League and Challenger fields just over on Trice. These projects really are one of those things where the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. Each entity, the county, the city, and the school district were able to swap land, turning a checkerboard of properties into something more cohesive that worked for everyone. And it was only possible because of the extraordinary collaboration that exists between the McLennan County Commissioners Court, the Waco City Council, and our school board. Judge Felton, members of the Commissioners Court, Mayor Meek, and members of the City Council, thank you for your partnership. Coming together is something of a theme for Waco High School. When the building opened its doors in 1961, it was known as Richfield High School. In preparation for a new school, the district entered into an agreement with the county and the city for an exchange of property to facilitate a new school with access to Trice, Colcord, and 42nd Street. Sound familiar? Named after Richfield, a World War I air base training field, the new school opened in September of 1961, just as President Kennedy was talking about putting a man on the moon. Fast forward a bit to 1986, when 3 of Waco ISD's high schools merged to create the Waco High School that we have today. When the schools were merged, something from each school became a part of the new school's identity. The lion mascot from Jefferson Moore, the school's color, scarlet and gray, and the campus from Richfield, and of course, the name from the historic Waco High School. In coming together this way, Waco High School would continue to celebrate the proud traditions of each school, but also renew them in ways that both created a shared identity and fostered a sense of pride for succeeding generations of students. Indeed, Lion Pride runs deep. Thank you. Interestingly, that motto itself is a part of the story of coming together. It was originally part of Jefferson Moore High School, and as principal of Waco High School, Ed Love brought it back and gave it meaning for a new generation of students. We do have several Waco High School principals here today, and I would like to take a moment to recognize them. Mr. John Dozier. Would you stand, sir? Mr. Dozier was here for more than 7 years at Waco High School. Mr. Butch Luce, also here for a number of years. I think between them they have over 15 years of service here at Waco High. Mr. Ed Love, Mr. James Stewart, didn't see either of them this morning, and Miss Lisa Saxenian. Thank you. And of course, you heard earlier from the current principal of Waco High School, Sterling McGruder, and he is has been joined this morning by members of the Waco High School Student Council, the Waco High School Jazz Cats, and numerous faculty and staff members. Thank you, teachers, for being out here with us today. This is for you, too. Coming together would not be a theme, not just for Waco, but for the city whose students it serves. For too many, for too long, Waco felt more like three separate communities than one city. Even today, I occasionally hear people refer to East Waco or South Waco as if they are apart from Waco, not a vital part of it. The reality, though, is that we absolutely can and should celebrate the many traditions and experiences of each community that makes up Waco while still building the future together as one city. The reality is that Waco's diversity is a source of strength for our students, our families, our economy, for all of us, and in all we do. The new Waco High School provides the opportunity to continue to grow together as a community. It will be a place where history is honored and new traditions are formed. It will be a place where every student is valued and empowered. It will support a better future. The design of the building reflects our Community Advisory Committee's vision to create educational spaces that support students in taking ownership of their learning, that foster small group collaboration, and that are welcoming and modern. I would like to acknowledge the members of our advisory committee who are here today. If you served on the committee that helped us prioritize our facility needs for the 2021 bond program, would you please stand or wave? Thank you. As you've seen this morning, our students are exceptionally talented. As parents, educators, and a community, it's our job to help them discover and hone those talents and to set high expectations for them. Waco ISD students can and will change the world, and we shouldn't expect less. When I walked into Waco High School for the first time in the fall of 2019, I called then school board president Angela Tikel to express my concern about the condition of the building. She and the entire board supported the work that it took to get us to this point. And I'd like to thank our former trustees who made this possible, including Angela Tikel, Alan Sykes, Carrie Dupuy, Norman Manning, and Robin Houston. Thank you. I'd also like to thank Mr. Dan Ingham, who served as the PAC chair for the bond election. We appreciate you, Dan. It's not easy to put your name on a $355 million tax proposal, but he did it, and we want to thank him for championing new facilities for Waco ISD. So thank you. Although it might seem like this project is just getting underway, it has taken nearly 2 years of work to get to this point. And I want to thank the teams at O'Connell Robertson, architects. Amy Jones, president, is here with us today, and Jared Sturzinger, principal, and I see some others. Thank you, Dana, for being here. Our architectural firm and Rogers O'Brien, Cisco Hobbs is president. Thank you, Cisco, for being out today. Our construction manager, and appreciate your leadership. I'd also like to thank our chief of facilities, Gloria Barrera, and her team. There's Gloria, would you wave? It's a big project for Gloria. They're managing the oversight of this project. At last week's board meeting, the board approved a guaranteed maximum price of $140,500,000 for the new Waco High School. That's construction costs only. And that's a number that is within the budget that our voters approved for this project. Big deal. Given ongoing supply chain issues and escalating costs, that's significant. As Trustee Grant said before the vote, this is about stewardship. And we can say that we met what we promised. How about a round of applause for everyone who's been working on this project? Breaking ground on the new Waco High School is the latest, but certainly not the last chapter in a story of a community coming together to do big things. When we can come together, we can literally build the future. Thank you all for your attendance today and for your continued support and love for our kids. At this time, I'd like to ask my board, our elected officials, and Mr. Howell to join me to move some dirt. And when we're done, we'll have plenty of opportunities for others to take pictures. I'd like to get a picture with our architects and our contractors. Teachers, you're welcome to stay and get pictures. This really is a historic moment. So all are welcome. We'll start with our elected officials and our Board of Trustees. So please come forward. Everyone has a shovel, I believe. 1, 2, 3.